Hey, Delphi. Can I talk to you later?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay.
She smiles, like almost, she has grabbed Glamier and is driving him forward.
Glamier struts in. We talking about sad stuff in here?
Oh, it's about to get a lot sadder, don't worry.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I nailed it.
Delphi walks Glamier into the restaurant. It's something small, but Glamier's, when they were moving the sales last night, what was it? It was a crystal ball?
Oh no, what happened?
He is standing still, wilted like a flower stalk.
His crystal ball actually broke. It fell off the table.
Oh no!
No.
Really notice it until this morning, so...
Atticus, you think back to when you were talking with Levin over by the bread stall. He was down, in the background, fussing over it, running in circles, a cloud of sad miasma around him.
Oh.
So, if you guys are headed out in that general direction, to Bounty, could you take him with?
Of course.
I don't know what would happen if bandits, for a second, Delphi's expression falls and gets serious for a moment.
Delphi, it's not the bandits I'm afraid of, you know that!
It's the bandits that I'm not afraid of them either. Kind of smiles. I am a little concerned. If you could go with them, I'd appreciate it.
Of course, love to have you.
Yeah, Glamier's cool.
He's just like whippling, he's not saying anything. He looks very like, how do I describe this? It is quite literally, he does not have the spine to ask himself, so he's just sheepishly standing there like, oh.
Besides, you've got all these fun little poses and you got all the glitter and whatnot. I wouldn't mind learning a thing or two from you on the road.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Delphi pats him twice on the back, and like, I think it's one of those like, he almost like wobbles with each pat. Like the force travels through him. Right. Okay. That sounds good. That looks good. That's good.
What's Atticus doing in the corner?
He is turned the chair to face more kind of like into the corner, and he is very slightly hunched over in it.
Oh no!
Velvet kind of like sneaks around to see if she can look at what he's doing.
He's crying.
No! Oh no! I didn't mean to!
Are you okay?
His eyes are like comically red.
Oh no!
I'm fine.
Oh.
I was just thinking about Celine's family and what I would do if someone ever got so mad at me that they went and found my dad.
Oh, no, come here.
I don't know if I'm gonna see him again.
No,
Oh,
we're
Jesus.
gonna
I've
find
never been away from home. And
We're
then
gonna find your dad.
every time I go straight back. And I just realized, like, now we're talking about going to Bluebell. And I don't know how many other places after that.
Here, don't think of it as we're not going back to the rocket wastes yet. Just think of this as like normally a trip shaped like a horseshoe where you go somewhere and then it turns around. And it's not that we're hitting a bunch of different horseshoes all connected. It's just one big horseshoe. We're gonna find your dad, and then
We're gonna go back. It looks like Velvet, like her face looks like it's scrunched in a crying position, but her eyes are just sparkling. There's no tears. She is not actually very pleasant to hug. She tried her best to kind of like whip her hair in front of her, so it's like on her chest where she's holding you to her, so your face is extremely comfy, muffled in her hair.
What if he's not there when I go back?
well, then the horseshoe keeps going. Tell you what, I will help you find your dad, and I will not let you go wandering on your own until then. And we're gonna get him. Just don't worry. You're not gonna meet any jerks. You haven't met a single jerk since you left. Don't think of Baron. He doesn't count.
Baron literally outside the window you make eye contact with for half a second.
Just like, it's literally like frame of soft velvet hugging, I guess. Frame of get the fuck out of here face looking out the window. Frame back.
I was
I mean,
imagining like Atticus and Velvet in the foreground, and like the camera does the like foreground fades out, background comes into focus, so it goes from like, oh, there, it'll be okay. Background comes into focus.
I mean, think about it. You can definitely protect your dad, even if any bad people did show up. You rocket boosted a giant robot immediately. There wasn't even hesitation.
I guess that was pretty cool.
That was so cool.
I'm not used to being away, you know.
I know.
It's been a lot of fun, and no, everyone I've met has been really cool, and I've learned a lot. I don't know what's happening back there.
A portal appears from the ceiling, and Celine is hanging upside down. So, oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh.
You better get used to this. Celine looks down at Atticus. I know what you are experiencing right now. I leave my home a lot. But let me tell you, when you do go home, it's so much better the next time you see them.
Sorry, there's the visual of upside down Celine coming out of the ceiling is cracking me.
You can give them a nice big hug. It's gonna mean a lot more because it's been so long. You can tell them all the crazy stories like, oh my, it's been 48 hours, kid. Look at what you've done. It's
You
insane.
hotwired a bear.
Hotwired a bear, you blew up an automaton, you
Captured bandits.
Captured
you met a
bandits?
ghost.
met a ghost, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You made little action figures. She like wiggles her action figure of herself and makes sure that it's the Firefly side and smiles.
You enabled a poor woman the ability to watch television.
She just drops down.
Is it okay if we stay together for a while?
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't pretty bummed about the idea of heading out without you guys. I don't have very many friends. So when Delphi suggested that we could at least make our way to Bounty together, I wasn't going to turn that down.
Yeah, let's go get that crystal ball. It'll be an adventure and it'll take your mind off of sad.
Oh, wait, hang on, just stay right here for just a second.
Sure.
Velvet primps her hair.
Atticus picks up Sprout.
Oh, yeah,
What's
of
Brett
course.
doing? Oh!
Atticus!
Atticus, are you aware of what you're doing?
What? Oh.
I don't know how this keeps happening, Arvis says, and just slides to the ground like a puddle. I'm getting you guys. You're good. Then he runs.
Oh, boy. We're just here to make all the kids cry.
I don't know how I did that.
Celine just like puts her hands on her hips and looks at Sprout. Maybe you're the real true thief here. Good lord. You just
Okay,
steal people.
well.
That's bad.
I'm still going ahead with my original plan. Atticus just brings Sprout over and tries to rope everyone into a group hug.
Celine kind of does hover hands around Velvet because she's like,
Velvet takes Celine's hand and pushes it onto her back.
Aw. You feeling uncharacteristic even for this overly like warm place. A sort of flame spread throughout your body. You'd better fucking believe I'm giving you an experience for this exact moment.
Yay!
Like, that is what this game is about.
Is there a tabletop Emmy we can win for most genuine party coming together and becoming a party arc?
You thought it was roleplay, but actually it was Windrose power gaming.
God, I hope none of these characters die. That's gonna be fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, as this feeling sets in, you realize that you forged a bond that can't be broken by space. No matter the distance between you, you will remember this moment. A few seconds pass, but it feels like it lasts significantly longer. You pull away from your embrace completely rested and rejuvenated, and it seems almost like the world has taken on a new life or light. The sunlight filtering in through the windows, though it's still early morning, has almost the characteristics, the feel of a sunset. Almost this palpable cloudy light floating throughout the building. You take a look around this restaurant and you internalize it. Wherever you go, wherever this road might take you, you'll remember this moment, and you'll remember the shape, the color, the smells, everything about this room, and the friends who shared it alongside you. You also take a look around and you notice that the restaurant is now completely deserted.
Oh boy.
I guess
we
should
yeah,
get
we
the
should
crystal ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go do that. Together! Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Now, I should warn you guys, if I see some bad guys, I'm stealing from them.
Yeah, man, whatever.
Sweet.
You heard how my practice works, and like,
Oh, I'm well aware.
you gotta know that not all of my business associates are on the up and up, so 90% of my revenue comes from jerks, who are crooks.
This is
We're
gonna
almost
work out
in the same
great.
business.
Hey, you know, you could fix up a bad guy, and then I can take their money. And then you can take money too, but more legitimately?
Double tap, double tap.
Yeah.
Atticus looks down at Sprout. Oh, Sprout, do you want me to carry you or do you want to ride?
His question mark becomes very distinctly like a question mark. And then writes on his board, what is ride?
Atticus lifts him up and sets him. Basically, he leans his head forward a little and kind of sets Sprout half on his head, half on like the back of his neck.
Sprout goes, "Ooh!" And he starts like tapping on your head excitedly with his bump arms.
Bongo, bongo!
Pilot him Ratatouille style.
Yeah, Atticus. I don't know exactly what the rhythm of the tapping is, but if it is doable, Atticus is gonna try to like take one step per tap.
You, as you walk outside, you notice that, Glamier was like, Delphi at some point pulled Glamier away, and he appears to have mostly, like, rejuvenated looking at all these breads. Levin is hover-handing him. Like, almost a, like, I want to pat this man, but I am afraid he will shatter like glass.
Lemmy turns and sees like everybody come out, and for like half a second he has like a very, very drained look on his face, but then he notices that everyone's like smiling and just like giggling or whatever, and he just perks right up. Okay.
And at that point, Levin does pat you, now that you've regained your fortitude.
Shatter.
Yeah, you walk outside, and Delphi and Jillian are over in the corner, and Delphi's actually asking Jillian, like, hey, are you okay? Delphi's on top of the doghouse. They're surrounded by chickens. It's a weird sight.
There's a doghouse?
Right here.
Is it for the chickens?
I don't know.
Actually, yeah,
It's
that's a good
Delphi's
question.
home.
That is...
Both Delphi and Jillian do not have an answer to that question.
Celine just like turns to Velvet. Is that something we should ask about?
I don't know.
Delphi kind of walks past. Okay, I can see you guys to the gate at least.
Yeah.
Does everybody have their bags packed, their spirits shined?
Yeah.
We ready to go?
Definitely that second
Face
thing.
the wilds.
Delphi still owes me the remainder of her story, but
Story?
if we want,
Oh,
we can save that for when we come back.
yeah, here, let's trade numbers.
Boom.
Oh man, you guys all have sailstones?
Yeah. I'm excited to have Sad on speed dial.
What?
If anytime we're like, hey Delphi, tell us your sad backstory at any time.
Oh.
Oh,
Yo, girl, I'm
okay.
feeling too good today. Hit me up with them sad deets.
Delphi's completely straight-faced.
Celine doesn't actually say that.
Yeah, no, that is not in universe. That was the name of my adventuring party. Sad Deets.
Call me whenever you need another checkup, which I hope
Yeah.
won't be soon.
I mean, I kind of hope it will be soon for my sake, but not for. Stop breaking your arms.
Yeah.
I will do my best, she says, smiling. She sees you all, kind of nods, and then goes, okay, let's go.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Celine looks back at Jillian, just gives a little wave. Thanks again for everything.
Thank you for the parasol.
She singing in the rain pirouettes with it and walks off.
She gives, like, you've only seen Jillian smile once. It was very tiny. She gives an equally tiny little smile and wave.
Have fun.
Yeah. Arvis, I'll see you back in Snowdrop, kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the road later. I'll probably catch up to you guys.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah, do you want to hold Sprout? I know you guys were traveling together. I don't know. Is he... I guess he's going back to Snowdrop with you?
He can be on top of my bag if he wants to be.
Well, I mean, we're not going to Snowdrop just yet, and I think he's having a lot of fun with you right now. As she leans over, unless
I'm
you want me to
getting a
take her, my nose is
workout.
a handful. Okay. Hey, buddy, come here. Tell you what, she picks up Sprout and puts him on her head, and then these two bangs here, she pulls them up and like, here, you can steer me. You lost your chicken rights, but you can have a liar.
You probably already know this, but Sprout can just grab your hair without any hands.
Oh yeah, no, she knows that, and that's why she like pulls the little bangs
I only
up
made
for
the
him.
offer because I knew you wouldn't be able to take advantage of it. It's called business.
Delphi, are these pumpkins under your jurisdiction? Can I take a pumpkin?
Yeah, take a pumpkin.
She digs around and takes the smallest, crappiest, greenest, ripest, hardest pumpkin she can find.
This is the closest to a rock.
Don't make jokes.
It's 100% why she picked it up.
Well, yeah, safe travels. Please, call whenever.
Will do.
Yeah, boy, I guess bye.
Yeah, yeah, goodbye. It was really nice. She flashes you a pretty pained grin, but she's trying.
Lemmy turns to her and gives her a big hug.
It was so nice to meet you, Delphi.
No, he is trying his absolute best not to cry at this exact moment. He just says, thank you.
Yeah, you guys take care of him, okay?
Absolutely. Hey, Celine extends a hand at first and is like, "Oh, nuts to that," and then gives her a hug.
Aw.
Thanks for letting a criminal stay at your inn. I had a really
Yeah, of
nice time
course.
here.
When Glammy is under one arm and Celine is under the other, Velvet walks up and lightly, like, sheep headbutts the front of Delphi's face with her forehead. like a little forehead tap.
Bim.
Oh, thank you. I
You
don't
feel
know
small
what to
tapping
say.
on the top of your head as Sprout is reaching over Celine's head.
All right, you little rascal. She like leans forward closer so that Sprout can get
Now
closer.
has enough room to use both of his arm stubs to pat her head.
She grins at that and like looks over at Atticus and says, it was great to meet you all. She kind of like reaches down for a hug and pulls him close.
How tall is
Yeah.
Delphi?
Pretty
She's
tall.
quite tall.
Yeah.
She's about 5'9", 5'10".
Okay, she's like almost a foot taller than Atticus then.
Yep. She gets on one knee and hugs him. And pulls back. Okay.
I think you're really cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you know, Firefly could always use a sidekick. Pain Train is welcome to visit anytime.
Cloud Crusher.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Of course. Yeah, I'll be in touch. She smiles and like waves and starts to back off, like pretty much giving you a clear shot of the exit.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. He claps his hands, and as he does that, they shine, and then you start to notice his entire stall area also starts to glimmer and warp in a way, and it would be too difficult to do it right now. But it disappears.
What?
That was awesome.
I can't leave my house.
Magic is so cool.
I wish I lived in a teleporting sparkle tent.
I mean, on the positive side, if you did leave it here, it's a nice neighborhood.
It is true. Good real estate, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, forward, March!
Nothing cooler than that will happen. Let's get out of here. Bye, Delphi.
Bye, Delphi.
You clear the gate as she waves goodbye. She turns around, pulls her hat low, sort of tears beginning to work their way down the side of her face, and her voice breaks for one moment as she says to no one in particular, I don't think I can do this. And she wanders back over to the restaurant.
How dare you?
Can we run back and ask her to join us?
Delphi wanders up, like, sort of wipes away the tears with her sweater, and then, like, walks over to Jillian, who's got an interesting expression.
She's kind of looking down at, like, it looks like she's staring intently at the chickens, but in reality, she's just staring right through them as they're just pecking away in front of her.
Jillian, you okay?
I think now, I don't know, that's never happened before, Delphi.
What? Wait, what? What's never happened?
Celine, she took her mask off, and everyone was like, oh, and that was all fine. That was, I kind of knew because I saw her fall out of the inn the other day, and I'd heard her running around. I saw her. I knew. That was no big deal. When he started crying, something happened. I don't know what it was.
What? Like what? Did you see something?
I don't, not like with my eyes, no, not like how, it was like I saw it in my head. It was like I've seen it before, and I don't know why that feels familiar to me.
Without another word, Delphi walks up and just, throws her arms around Jillian, tears streaming down her face again, and she just, she holds on to her. Are you starting to remember?
If that's what it is, I don't know if I want to remember, because that was a lot. That was one feeling, that was one memory.
Quietly, Delphi doesn't say anything else. She just grabs Jillian and takes her to the side. And the two quietly walk into the restaurant. She motions with her head towards Levin. And Levin sprints away and runs back with something. And the three head inside.